Welcome back to the D4 channel. Today we'll be doing a spoiler review on Andor episode 4. Now, usually I do it with my other counterpart, Daniel Edward, but sadly because of the state of the weather and also her schedule, we won't be able to do the podcast this week. But hopefully next week we could definitely do our spoiler review podcast like we usually are accustomed to. But today you just have this droid right here, Hamid Mark, and today we'll be talking about Andor episode 4. So if you haven't seen Andor episode 4, leave now because this will be a spoiler review.
Wouldn't you rather give it all at once? Something real. Than carve off useless pieces till there's nothing left.
Alright, I'm absolutely loving this season so far. Like, Andor has to be the most beautiful looking Star Wars show I've ever seen. Like, Mandalorian looks great. And Obi-Wan looked fantastic, but Andor looks like a cinematic movie on the television. And these episodes so far, from 1 to 4, have been absolutely fantastic. I love the detail in the characters. I love the conversations. Like, some of the best parts for me in TV shows or even in video games are just the conversations characters have with each other. And episode 4 is more of the same. We learn more about Stellan Skarsgård's character, Luthen. He obviously, I don't know what he is. I don't think he's a senator. He looks like a collector. And he's talking to Andor about their next job, which is basically robbing the paychecks of these Imperials on this planet. And, forgive me, because the names are very new. So I don't even know Andor and Luthen's name. The girl that comes down the hill with this dope poncho, to be honest. Like, I want that poncho. She's part of, like, a mini rebellion that's going on, like, in the galaxy. Also, a cool little Easter egg. Andor was part of Minbin, which, if you saw Solo, A Star Wars Story, that was, like, the mud planet Han Solo was at when he was an Imperial soldier. So it's fun to see that, like, Andor was part of that attack, whether he was on the Imperial side or on the Minbin side. I thought that was a cool little Easter egg. There's a lot of Easter eggs throughout this entire episode. Like, when we get to Luthen's, collector shop, I lost my mind when I saw the Star Killer Sith mask in there. Now, if anybody knows anything about the Force Unleashed and Galen Merrick, aka Star Killer, when you do the bad version of either Force Unleashed 1 or 2, he becomes the Sith Lord where he gets the Sith mask, and to see that in the background, I lost my mind. Now, obviously, I don't think it's his armor. I think it's just a random piece of Sith Jedi artifact that Luthen somehow got accustomed to. But it was so awesome to see that. We saw a chest piece of a Mandalorian armor in his shop. It kind of looks like Jango Fett's armor. So whether that is Jango Fett's armor remains to be seen, and we're probably not ever going to know, but it looks like Jango Fett's armor. And also he had, if you guys watch Star Wars Rebels, during the time when Ezra and the crew were going to the world between worlds, on the painting that had the father, son, and daughter, they had these murals that they had to kind of look with the hand up and the fist. He had that in his shop. That was such a cool Easter egg. Now, I think this show is going around the same time Rebels did. So I think this is a little bit before that episode in season, what was it, 3 or 4 in Rebels. So I guess he had possession of this said tablet before it showed up in Rebels, but I thought his shop was absolutely amazing. I would just want to live there and just see all the Easter eggs he had. But to see Mon Mothma again, to see Jennifer O'Reilly, like, she's finally getting the screen time she deserves. Mon Mothma, who is the future chancellor of the New Republic, to see her being worried and stressed about this ever-growing rebellion. There's pockets of resistance here and there in the galaxy, and she's in the heart of Coruscant trying to fight the good fight. Also, how good was it to see Coruscant again? They've been avoiding Coruscant ever since the bad reviews on the prequels, and we've been getting a little dashes of Coruscant here and there. We got a little bit from it from Kenobi and other areas, but we finally get to see Coruscant again. Man, Coruscant looks as good as ever, and just to see the struggles that's been going on with Mon Mothma and her political career. The Senate is still intact, but it's doing all the wrong things. Her husband, not a very good guy, but I'm curious to see how that relationship evolves over time. We never really see her husband anytime during the point in her future stories. I haven't read the future books, so I don't know if he's still alive, but he could be a casualty in this or a snitch, something along the lines. But I gotta say, the whole little mini rebellion that Andor was on, I think it was Aldani is the planet that's called. I love the crew of that rebellion on that planet. They all seem very edgy, which is understandable because Cassian is a new guy in this heist they're about to do, and they don't fully trust Andor yet. So, man, I'm absolutely loving these episodes. My only gripe about these episodes is every 3 episodes is an entire arc. So the first week, because Andor had to come out a little later than expected, they dropped the first 3 episodes in one blow, which I thought was an actual genius idea. Because these episodes, if you just watch them by themselves, they're not complete because they lead on to the next episode, which leads on to the last episode of the arc. So the same thing happens here where it kind of ends abruptly. I want more. Like every time I see that, I want more when it does that. So I think that's a good feeling, but also I kind of wish they did drop 3 episodes every week. But I understand because then the show, of course, will end very quickly. But let me know in the comments below, how are you enjoying Andor? Do you like this TV show? Is this finally the Star Wars show you've been looking for? Or do you think it's not for you and you want more of the laser battles and the lightsaber battles and the mystical stuff of the Force? Let me know in the comments below. Again, like and subscribe to the D4 channel for all your Star Wars news and updates and reviews. And thank you for watching this review from me, Hamid Mark, one half of this channel, and for my other counterpart, Daniel Edwards. May the Force be with you.